My name is Tamika Pledger, and I'm here to speak with you about my 2001 Mercedes Benz. January 30th, 2015, I had a car accident that made national news. They stated I was driving 54 miles an hour, but what they didn't tell you is what I'm about to show you next. At least 3 times throughout my ownership of this vehicle, I had airmatic issues. While I was driving, the car would drop. When I was driving, it would tell me airmatics low, stop the vehicle. This was an issue on most Mercedes Benz from 2000 to 2005 is what I later found out. (2030, 2015), before the car accident, I had backed out of my driveway and proceeded to the stop sign. My car cut out immediately. I noticed that the top of my car was resting on the back of the tires. So I started the car back up and raised up the automatic airmatic suspension, which is at the top of my vehicle, by pressing a button. I waited for a couple of minutes and I drove off. Well, after I ran my errands, I came back and I pulled up into the driveway. I received a phone call from my cousin to come quick because she was about to be drugged. I went in the house, checked on my daughter, went back outside, and proceeded to drive to the location where I was towed, which was the bus stop. To my surprise, as I came over the hill, I was shocked that commotion was going on in the street and I could not make it down the hill at all. So I stopped on my brakes and I assumed that my brakes was going to work. While I stopped on my brakes, my vehicle began to slide down the hill. For some unknown reason, I thought it was my brakes. And as I'm sliding down the hill, my car was resting kind of on the tires as I was going down the hill. So I had nowhere to go and I merged left. As I merged left, that's when those who ran in front of my vehicle was injured into the dirt area of where I merged my car to. So that's why if you see it on the news media, you will see my vehicle parked into a dirt area because I had nowhere else to slide to. So as I slid, I drove my car to that location after they made contact with my vehicle. After I called 911 and they arrived, I did not speak to anyone because I was in shock. So I said absolutely nothing because I didn't know what to say. I was so confused at that moment. My mind was in shock. I couldn't believe what had transpired. Later on, I realized after 48 hours, I was charged with 4 different crimes. I knew that there was something wrong with my vehicle, but I had no way of proving it at that time because they had all access. They had my vehicle. They took everyone's phones, and they did all this without a warrant. What I'm about to show and tell you next is very important to pay attention because I want no one else to go through what I've gone through over the past 2.5 years almost. The state of Kansas lied. They falsified documents. They incorporated a speed that did not exist, and they didn't have any evidence of a crime being committed. So please pay attention very closely. So today, it is May 2017. I am still facing alleged criminal charges, although the state is very aware that this vehicle had a suspension defect. Yes, a defect to the vehicle. And yet I am still facing charges, not for what I did, but for who I am. Tamika Pledger, the community activist. So please, pass it along so that you can know as well. Everyone needs to be more informed, know your rights, know when they're railroading you, and do something about it. Don't sit down if you know that you are innocent and you did absolutely nothing to say that you're a criminal. Don't allow them to put you in a box, because that's what Wyandotte County is all about. Boxing people, dividing and conquer. So don't let them do it again to you, to me, or anyone else in this community. Signing off, Tamika Pledger, the community activist.